sex, religion and politics, the three subjects we are told never to mention at dinner parties, or when he was alive in the presence of Charlie Chaplin, perhaps. For despite enjoying one of the most successful and acclaimed careers in the history of cinema, Chaplin at various times saw sex, religion and politics nearly derail his fortunes for good. The man most famous for his cinematic creation, The Little Tramp, began his film career after moving to the US from England in 1910, aged 21. He made his first screen appearance 4 years later and quickly graduated to making full-length films with complete artistic control, taking on producing, editing, writing, directing and starring roles. He even wrote musical scores, belatedly winning an Academy Award for the theme tune to Limelight in 1972. Apart from his Limelight Oscar, he received 2 honorary Academy Awards, one in 1929 and one in 1972, when he returned from European exile to a 5-minute standing ovation from his peers. A long-time Liberal, he became the subject of communist smears during the McCarthy years, and in 1952 found himself denied a re-entry visa to the US by J. Edgar Hoover after travelling to the UK. Disgusted, Chaplin moved to Switzerland, where he lived until his death in 1977. And on the religious front, he was also the target of anti-Semitism, despite there being no record of Jewish ancestry. But his greatest woes came from his relationships with the opposite sex. A serial seducer of co-stars and longtime admirer of women much younger than himself, Chaplin faced lurid headlines with his divorce from the less than half his age Lita Grey in 1928. But even these were overshadowed by his affair with the mentally ill Joan Berry in 1942, which saw him facing a paternity suit despite blood tests proving the child was not his. Even more seriously, he was charged under the Mann Act, also known as the White Slave Traffic Act, banning the interstate transport of females for immoral purposes. Chaplin was acquitted, but his public image was severely dented for many years.